It is a beautiful day here in Austin. I am just standing on a rooftop. And something's been just going through my head around creating freedom in the things that we want to go after in our life. So it's basically when we commit to something or we want to go after something, we have a desire, and then creating freedom in our lives and in ourselves to be able to do that, create that dream wherever we want. And the reason it's been on my mind is because 2 months ago, I decided to go to Argentina. And the reason I went there is because I was going after a dream of going back to school, doing a grad year and playing college soccer again. And I wanted to do it at Notre Dame specifically. And I remember I was in Hawaii at the time and I decided it there. And I was talking with my life coach. And he asked me, he said, okay, why do you want to do this? And I was like, this is something super, super true to me. I have played soccer my entire life. I love it. It's where I find the most flow and energy, and it feels very true right now. He's like, okay, great. And he's like, so if it wasn't Notre Dame, would you also be able to create that? And I said, no. And he's like, really? And what he was saying and what he was pointing out was my dream, I connected it and attached it to only being able to happen if I went to Notre Dame. And that one, he was saying, is a recipe for it not being sustainable, right? And also not with a grounds or a foundation that's solid. And the reason was because I was saying all of my power is going to go to Notre Dame. All my power is going to this thing out there. When we're like, I can only make this happen at this job. I can only make this happen in that place with this person. It's like when we attach to one specific thing and that's the only way it can happen, we have no power, we have no freedom. That thing has us rather than we have it. And so what he was providing is like, if you went to a different school, could you still create it yourself? And long story short, soccer didn't end up working out because of the attachment I had. This is the way, this is how it's gonna be, and there's no other way to create it. And I find myself again 2 months later in this place where I'm back in Austin, and I'm also curious what's the next chapter for me? What would it look like? And I'm in this flow of creating my coaching business, and I'm in this flow of being able to, like, pure creation mode. And for a second, I was like, the only way I can be in this creation mode, the only way I can create this coaching business, the only way I'm going to go forward and take what I learned from the shadow experience last week in my retreat and really delve into that is if I'm here in Austin. And I thought for a second, I was like, this is very similar to what happened in Argentina, where like I can only create this pure flow of myself, what I really want, my desire, the dream, if I'm in Austin. And when that's the case, when I'm attached to that, when that's the only way it can happen, I'm gonna take very different actions, and it feels so energetically constricting and limiting, and there's no freedom in it. Versus, and where I'm really creating for myself is like, I can create my coaching business, my flow, creation, anywhere I go, regardless of where I'm at. Yes, I have preferences. Yes, there's a place that sounds incredible, hence Austin, but like I can also do it anywhere else, which allows for the flow of life, which allows for things to happen it opens the door for possibility and uncertainty of like, I don't really know the whole story, and believing that there's something even more exciting that's not in Notre Dame, that's maybe not in Austin. And so I just provide that for you to say, what is something that you commit to? What is something that you're going after? And only think it can happen this way, with this one thing, this one person. And what would it look like to still be able to desire to have that creation, that flow, that love, but be able to do it anywhere else? And that would require that would require you to have self-trust in yourself of you are capable of doing it anywhere you want. Yeah, that's my thoughts for today. Peace.